Hey, hello everyone, good morning. Can you confirm audible or not?
Yes, sir.
So, where we stopped in the last session? Last session, what we discussed?
Functions or anonymous function.
Anonymous functions, right? So, yes, last session we discussed about what is callback and what is higher order function. The next one is like anonymous function, how we can invoke the anonymous function, and the difference between normal named versus anonymous.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Can you hear me? Remaining people?
Yeah, it's audible.
Okay. So named versus anonymous. Named versus anonymous. These are the topics we covered yesterday. Okay. Today's topic is like function with the written value. Function with the written value. Okay. So everyone knows any programming language you can take it. This concept again, it's like a common one. In any programming language, you can write either functions or methods. Either functions or methods, we can write it. While calling that particular function, that function may return some value, may not return some value. But okay, may or may not. Sometimes it may return, sometimes it may not return. That's not an issue. So, for example, if you write a function, if the function is not written any value, then that time what is the default written value? That one we'll see. If you return the value, how we can hold it? That is the next level. So, you know that. Let's create the function. Okay. How we can say by seeing this particular function, is it like a return a value or not return a value? By using one of the keyword called as a return keyword, right? A return keyword. By using this return keyword, you can say this particular function return a value or not return a value. Okay. So when we can get the return value of the function, return value of the function, when we can get it, that is the question. First question, my function may return, may not return, that's okay, fine. But if the function return a value, when I can get that written value? While, come on, while calling the function or not? While calling the function, that function return me the return value, return me some value. Okay, that value we can say like a return value terminology wise. While calling a function, the function returns me some value. For example, here, this function only you can take it. This function only you can take it. In this particular function, I have 100 statements of them. 100 statements are there. When these 100 statements are going to execute, whenever you call the function, whenever you call the function, 100 statements are going to execute or not. Those 100 statements are going to execute. Now, while calling the function, we can get the written value, right? So my question is like, how we can hold, you are giving me one value, how we can hold the value in any programming language, how we can hold the value with the
Using variable.
right, so that can I get like value like this. Okay, now if I print my val, tell me in this particular context, what is the value of this particular variable? Okay, for example,
Undefined.
okay, if it is like data, what is the value of this particular variable? It's like
Undefined.
undefined, right? Undefined. Why? Because while calling a function, any function, while calling a function or method in any programming language, not only for JavaScript, while calling a function or a method, it is going to return a value. If it is written a value, you can hold that value with one variable. You can hold that value with one variable. Okay, that particular variable in this context, it is not written anything. What is the default value for the variable in JavaScript? What is the default value for the variable in JavaScript?
Undefined.
Okay, it's
Undefined.
like undefined, right? So in this context, my data is like what? My console.log of data is like undefined. Understood? But my requirement is like this function should return some value. Now, if you execute this statement, how many statements are going to execute? Inside the function body, how many statements are there? There has 100 statements are there. Okay, na? 100 statements are there. Those statements are going to execute first. And then it is going to return what? It's not written anything. That's the reason the data value is like undefined. Now, in the console, you come here. Let's open the developer console window. Let's go to the console. Let's go to the console. Now I have a function fn. Okay, na? Have a function fn. Console.log of. Okay, that has 100 statements. 100 statements. Now if I click on enter, okay, in the browser, if I click on enter, now see, there has one less than symbol is there. There has one less than symbol. After that, what is the value printed? What is the value printed? Come on.
Undefined.
Undefined.
Fine.
Okay, next. If I call the function, how many statements are going to execute?
Only one.
This function. Okay, this
One
statement
statement.
is going to execute or not. This statement is going to execute. While calling a function, this function may return, may not return. If it is written or not written, whatever it is, okay, I can hold that return value with one variable or not. Yes or no? Function call always gives me the return value. That point you can remember. If it is written, you can hold with one variable. That's it. Where my data, like this. Now see again here undefined is there. Again it's like undefined. Why this undefined I want to tell. Now if I see this particular one data, now see my data is like undefined only or not. Without holding, see here I hold. Without holding, if I call the function, what is my output? Without holding, if I call the function, what is the output?
100 statement.
Okay, 100 statements. 100 statements executed again.
Come
on, 100 statements executed again. Less than symbol undefined is the one. Less than symbol and undefined. Yes or no? Now I have one more statement. But just what you observed, let me go to the console. The function name is like fn. If you want to return some value, how we can return the value? By using which keyword I said? By using which keyword I said?
Return keyword.
Yeah, done. Now here less than undefined is there. Now if I execute this statement, if I click on enter, now see this less than 10 is there. Less than 10 is there. Now overall, this one, okay, these statements and these statements, if you observe, okay, just focus on this part in the console. What is this less than some value? Less than some value. Okay, see this less than symbol I'm talking about. Less than symbol some value means whenever you execute a statement in the console, okay, whenever you execute, see this one greater than, right? You are doing something, you are giving something. Okay, less than means okay, incoming you can say. Whenever you execute this particular statement, is this statement gives me any value? If this statement gives me any value, that value it is going to print. That value it is going to print. Now if you observe here, whenever you execute this fn, this statement function call always gives me what? Function call always gives me what? Any programming language, function call always gives me what? Function call always gives me one value. What is that value? Function call or method call always gives me which value?
Return value.
Return value, right? See here. Okay, function call. Okay, you can write any programming language function or method call gives me, okay, gives me the return value, the return value. Okay, function call always gives me the return value. Here, what is the return value? Returns value or not, how we can come to know? By using returns keyword or not. What is the return value? Here 10. So here the less than symbol is what? 10, right? So if you write one more function here only, f1, okay, done. Is my f1 returns me any value? Tell me, is my f1 returns me any value? In this case, is my f1 written any value?
No.
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 No, right? Okay, if it is not written any value, okay, function call always gives me written value, I said, but it's not written anything. What is my default value? If it is not written anything, what is my default value?
Undefined.
So that here less than undefined printed or not. So that now we can talk something about the less than symbol in the console. Less than symbol always gives me that statement written value. Less than symbol always gives me that statement written value. Function call, this is one statement. The function call always gives me the written value of the function. Okay, written value of the function. This particular statement, this is a function definition. It is not returns me anything. What is that one? Undefined or not? Yes or no? Here function, again you defined a function. Anything it is going to returns to us? You define a function, that's it. Is it returns anything to us? No. So that it's like what? Undefined or not. Function call gives me what? Return value of the function. Is there any return value is there in this particular function? No, right? What is the default return value? Undefined or not. Understood, everyone? What is this less than symbol?
For method call fine, function definition may return or may not return. But for function definition itself, it is returning, right? Undefined.
Yeah, function definition, it's a statement. That statement not gives me anything.
Okay, okay.
That statement not gives me anything. Like that you can think. Okay, while executing this statement, it is not gives me any value.
Okay.
Like that you can think.
Yeah, function definition always in that case will give the undefined. Only function call it may
Function
give
definition
value
just,
or may be undefined.
yeah, function definition, just it's created a function. It's not written anything to us, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes or no? Like that you can think.
So only difference is when function call is happen, it may return value based on the function definition, or if not return anything.
This statement is what? Function calling. You know, function calling in any programming language, that function return value, return keyword, whatever the value it is going to give, that value it is going to return or not. You know that statement. So in this case, my function calling means return value of this particular f1. F1 not written anything, that there is an undefined only. But in this case, what happened? Fn you are calling. Function call always gives me the return value. What is the return value here? 10. So that you can get like a 10 or not. Agreed? All okay? Agreed? So see, any statement you can check. Any statement you can check. Where a equals to 10. Where a equals 10. This particular statement not gives me anything. Okay, but a value, if you come, my a is gives me what? A returns me what? Back. What is my a value? A gives me what? Whenever you execute this statement, what is the returns? What it returns to us? 10, right?
Okay.
Yes or no? Agreed, everyone? Now, another way you can create a variable. How we can create a variable? Without where. Without where. For example, c equals to, okay, Sachin. Now, observe here. Whenever you created a variable like this particular one returns what? See, this particular one returns me what? See here, we not do anything. The behavior only. C equals to Sachin without where, then that time this statement gives me directly Sachin or not. Okay, C also holds what? C also gives me what? Sachin or not. In the statement level also, it is going to return some value Sachin. At the same time, my C also holds what? Sachin or not. The difference between where with, okay, where data type with your variable, without where, with your variable, what happened? Where data type if you use, it's not written anything at the time of executing that statement. But here it gives me immediately Sachin or not. Okay, another one like that, different examples tell. Okay, is there any other?
Maybe let and const we can take.
Same thing. Function fn. Okay, now this is my function. Okay, now this statement not gives me anything. Now if you come here, this statement gives me what? What is the value it returns to us? Return to the end user, what is the value?
The function definition.
Function definition or not? Okay, understood, right? This less than symbol. Whenever you executed a statement, that statement gives me what? Okay, if the statement gives me any value, that may be undefined something else, this less than symbol means they are giving to us. This greater than means you are doing, okay, you are giving some statements for execution. They are giving some value after that execution. After that execution, they are giving some value. Like that, you can think. Understood? This less than symbol in console. Got my point, everyone? Any questions so far? Anyone have any questions? No? Okay. Now, can you write a function which return one more function? Which return one more function. That's my first point. Write a function which returns one more function. Can anyone? How we can write?
Yeah, function.
You can write a function fn. Okay, done. Write a function which
And return
one more function, right? Okay, return
an anonymous function maybe.
anonymous function or named function, whatever.
Yeah.
Named function can I define here? F1 something like this. Valid or invalid?
Yeah.
It's like 100% valid. So as per the statement,
F1.
okay, you have to return what?
F1.
F1 or not?
Yeah.
The function which returns one more function or not? Okay. Now, next one. Get that return function and call it. While calling, okay, output should be such. While calling, output should be such. This is the statement. Come on, get that return function and call. Get that return function and call it. How we can get it?
Store it to a variable.
How we can get it? One function return value. If you want to get, you have to call that function or not. This return value, which function? Two functions are there. This return value.
Fn.
Function return value fn.
Fn function.
So that can I call my fn? Whenever you call a function, it returns me what? The return value of that particular function. What is the return value?
Function.
F1 definition.
F1 definition. F1 function returns or not? So somebody given some value. Can I hold that value with one variable? Yes or no, bro? Your wish. For future purpose, you can hold that variable. Now, what is my a value? What is my a value?
F1 function definition.
The return value of my fn or not? What is the return value of my fn? F1. F1 is which type? Function. In your hand, one function is there. What you can do? Can you call it? But as per my requirement, okay, instead of undefined, instead of this one, okay, without any statements printed in the console, you have to print like a Sachin, right? So what you have to do? What change is required? Now
console.login F1.
You can write like a console.log of Sachin. Like this, you can put it or not. Okay, now can I call it? Function call gives me a return value of the function. What is the return value of the function? F1. What is my F1? It is a function or not? Yes or no? In your hand, one function is there. What you can do? Can you call it? It's a chaining. Yes or no? Now tell me. There has three statements are there. If you split it, first statement type is what? Fn type.
Function.
Perfect. If you have a function, can I call it?
Yeah.
Yes. This one type is what? This whole selected value type is what?
Function definition F1.
Yes, function only. If you have a function, Can you call it?
Yeah.
Yes or no? So finally, you can get the output is like what? Such an output. We don't have any types. As a developer, you have to check what kind of type. Agreed, everyone?
Yeah. Sir, I have one question here.
Good.
In the same function definition,
Okay.
if my F1 is not returning, Fn is not returning F1,
Okay.
how do we generally access F1 content, sir?
F1 content. Okay, the option is like very simple, right? You have something, you not given to me. Can I access first thing? If you have an item, you not given to me. Can I use that item or not? First thing. No, right? Who can use it? Who can use it? Okay, this
Whoever have
person
it.
only use it or not? Okay, outside they're not given. In this context only you can use it or not. The option, only one option is there, that is like calling here itself. Only one option. Okay, whenever you call it, you can call like this or not. If
Okay.
this function want to use outside means this person should give that function or not. Simple.
Okay, right.
One
Got it, sir.
function, only one way is there. Give that value back. That is like return value. If it is not written, there is no option to use that F1 outside or not. So inside you can use it. Just you can call it. No problem at all.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Next, any other questions? Come on, any other questions? Don't think only about JavaScript. If you know any programming language, these only the things. Any other questions, anyone? Okay. Okay then. Next, my requirement is write a function to disable this about link. Okay. Write a function to disable the about link in google.com. About link in Google page. That's my requirement. Tell me how we can do it. Write a function to disable this about link. Come on.
We need to get the reference of that element first.
Yes, you have to get the reference of this particular element. If you want to perform any operation on any element, first of all, you have to get that element or not. That is the first thing. Next.
Then apply CSS.
Then
Property.
apply the CSS. Perfect. Now come here. If you want to get this element reference, how we can get it? How many ways you can get it? That is the question.
Selectors we have.
Yeah, we have the selectors or not. We have the selectors. Now tell me your required element, okay, inside this particular view, in this particular DOM or not. If you go to the console, okay, in the elements tab, if you go in the elements tab, see all your content related source code we can see or not. Yes or no? 800 HTML and CSS. In this particular view, whatever the content is there, that content related code we can see where? In the elements tab or not. How we can see? Just go to that particular template, content, right click on it, inspect it. Now see, whenever I do inspect, in the left side, somewhere one element is going to highlight. Now see this. It means this is the source code they written to display this content or not. Agreed, everyone?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
So my element, my required element, my about related element, my about content related source code in the elements tab or not. So in the elements tab only anchor is there. So many elements are there.
So many are there.
So many elements are there, right? So among those elements, I want to get my element or not.
Yeah.
I want to get my element or not. So my question is, in JavaScript, how we can get my required element means in JavaScript, there has one predefined variable is there. In JavaScript, one predefined variable is there. What is that variable? In JavaScript, one predefined variable is there to get all these elements.
Document.
Yes,
Document.
the element name is like document.
Okay.
Am I created this element? Am
Yeah.
I created this variable? Am I
No.
created? No.
No.
Okay, what is the flow? First, it is going to check is like predefined or not, and then library, and then yours. Okay, now document already it's like a predefined, so you can get some value. See, my document variable returns me this value or not. See, less than returns me this value or not. If I
Yeah.
open this one, each and every element you can see here. Observe. Each and every element you can see here or not.
Yeah.
So among these hundreds of elements, my element also included there or not? My about related element. Yes or no? So
Yes.
all the elements are here. My element also included. So if you want your element, you have to approach this person or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, hundreds of elements are there. My elements also with you only. Can you give me that element? Like that you have to approach or not? So
Yes.
from the document, okay, I want to select my own element or not. Understood, everyone? So in the document, we have one method is there. Okay, query selector, get element by ID, get element by class name, query selector all, get element by tag name. Like this, multiples are there, but I want to go with query selector already. That is completed in the CSS. That the reason just you can go with the query selector. Okay, now go to the click on query selector. Now, if I click on enter, what is the type of my query selector?
Function.
It's a function type, right? See this function F, function or method. Okay, once you have a function or method in your hand, what you can do?
We can call it.
We can call it. We can call it. Now, whenever you call, can you read this error message? Query selector on document, one argument required, but only 0 present. That means it requires one argument, but did you pass or not passed?
No, we
You
did
not
not
passed.
pass.
That's the reason you can get the type error or not. Read it properly. Yes or no? You don't know anything, but by seeing that error message, you can come to know something about that one or not. Yes or no? So, how we can get the previous statements in the console? Up arrow, down arrow. Just I'm click on the up arrow. Now, this particular query selector, one argument is required or not. What is that argument? If you don't know, just put the cursor in the arguments list area. Put the cursor. Now see, what is that? Can you read it? Selector, right?
Selectors.
Selectors or not. So it requires a selector to get that element. So how we can get the selector, very simple. Now this about element selector I want, right? Right click and inspect. Who completed HTML CSS? Tell me how we can get the selector. One, right click on this.
Right click. Copy. Copy selector.
Copy selector. Copy it. Now go to the console. Go to the console. Now here, whatever you selected, just paste that one with the double quotes or single quotes. Now, if I click on enter, now see your required element with you only or not. Yes or no? Come on.
Yes.
With you or not. Once you have an element, what do you want me to do? As per your requirement, what do you want me to do?
Disable that.
Apply CSS property.
Yeah, you have to apply the CSS property to disable it or not. Yes, sir. Okay, but our requirement is not like the straightforward, right? Write a function to disable about a link in the Google page. You have to write the function, right? Come on. Function. Disable about link. Done. Next. One.
In that, we should write the document dot query selector.
In this particular function, can we get, okay, can we get this anchor? Can we get this about? So how we can get it? This is the one or not? Now tell me, document.query selector is which type? You only said. Document.query selector is
Function.
which type? Function
Function
type.
type.
This function returns me what? See this, less than symbol. Less
An
than
element.
symbol returns an element or not. Any
Yeah.
function returns anything. Can I hold with what?
A variable.
One variable. Where my element or not? I know that is an element. Once you have an element in your hand, what is the next step?
Can apply CSS on it.
Yeah, element dot. What is this dot? You can come to know later, but our focus is like functions. Okay, element dot style dot display
Display equal to none.
display
None.
equals to none. Display equals to none. If I click on enter, now function definition not written anything. Okay, so in your
We
hand
need to
one
call.
function is there. What you can do?
You can call it.
You can call it, right? You can call it. What is my function name?
Disable about link.
link. Now, if I call it, my about gone or not?
Yeah.
Understood? Up to everyone. Okay, next one. Write a function, okay, to change the color of Gmail link in Google Page. Change the color dynamically. Color, okay, color dynamical. Dynamical. If I give red, red. If I give green, green. If I give something else, okay, something else. Like that I want. Gmail link. Gmail link is this one. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, which
Respect.
color if I give, that color only it should apply. You have
Yeah.
to go with what? Function with
Argument so that we can
argument,
pass.
right? If a person gives me 1, 2, you find the sum of 1, 2 only. 10, 20, 10, 20 sum only you find, right? Same like that. Let's go. Come on. First,
Get the
you want to
element.
perform some operation on the Gmail, right? So Gmail reference, you have to get it first. Okay, na? Okay,
Yeah.
write the function. Come on. Function.
Function FN
Okay, change color.
color.
Change color. Which take how many arguments?
One
One argument. What is that? Color is the argument.
color.
Okay, come on. Next. If you want to
Document.
perform any operation on any element, first get the element.
Yeah.
I want to get
Document.
this Gmail. Where is my Gmail? All the elements inside which variable?
Document.
Document is what? Can you tell something about the document? It's a predefined variable which represents all your content related source code in JavaScript or not.
Yes.
Content related source code means nothing but HTML source code is what? Elements only. All the elements it's going to represent or not.
Yes.
Among those elements, I want to get my element by using which method?
Query selector.
Query
Query
selector.
selector at this moment. At this
Query
moment.
selector.
Let's take how many arguments?
One argument.
One argument.
What is that argument?
The selector.
How we can get
of
the
the
selector? Right click,
Right click. Inspect.
inspect it.
Inspect.
Now see this anchor. If you want to check, is it really this element is related to Gmail or not? Do one thing, right click and delete element. Now affected or not?
Yeah.
Okay, do Control Z. Do Control Z. Now come here. This is my anchor. Right click on the anchor. Next, copy. Next, copy
Selector.
Now go to console tab. Now here, can I paste it? Yes. Query selector returns me what?
A function.
A element. Query selector
An element.
returns me what? Element. Any
Reference.
method, any function returns
Yeah,
the value.
yeah.
How we can hold it? One variable. Or
Variable.
not. Once you have an element, what do you want me to do? I want to apply
Apply
style.
style.
Sheet.
Which style? Which style property? Color property. What is my color? Hard coded dynamic value now.
Dynamic value.
Dynamic value or not. Done. Okay. Now change color. Change color. If you not pass anything, what is my default value?
Undefined.
Undefined. If I pass like a red, now it is like in the red color or not? If I pass like green, now it is like in the green color or not? If I pass like blue, now it is like in the blue color. That's it. Agreed? One. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now with the color, I want font size also. Dynamical, I want to apply. Then what change is required? One function take any number of arguments, right? Any number of arguments, right? So my element dot style dot font size is equals to what? Can I write like fs? Yes or no? Now my
Yeah.
change color take how many parameters?
Two parameters,
Two parameters. What are those? See this.
color
Color and
size,
font size. My color is like red. My font size is like 50
50
pixels.
px.
Working.
Yeah.
So for any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? Hmm? No? Shall we move to the next one?
Yeah.
In JavaScript, can I return more than one value? Can I return more than one value? Like Python.
Yes, but it can only return the last two element.
More than one value. Okay, let's try. Okay, you know, right? How to return? Okay,
Yeah.
function fn. Okay, return one. Okay, this is like only one value return that is expected only. Yes or no? Now
Yeah.
more than one value. Okay, then the time if I put like something like this, is it like syntax error?
No.
Okay, it is not the syntax error. See this undefined means it's not error. Okay, it returns me nothing. If I write something like this, it prefers which value?
The latest one, the last.
After 1 comma 2, the latest, the last one only it is going to return or not? Yes or no? If you
Yeah.
want both, then the time,
Put it as an array.
yeah, you can go with an array or object which represent multiple values in a single variable. That kind of data structure, you have to use it or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is what? Can I return more than one value like Python? No. If you want, you can go with what? If you want, you can go with what? Can go with an array or not? Can go with an array. Agreed? Okay, then the next one. I'm going to write some code snippet. Okay, remaining thing you just fill it. Okay, that gap. I have a function. Okay, I'm going to write. Just you can tell. What is the type of AB? Come on, fast. What is
You
the
don't
type
know.
of AB?
Any
You
type.
don't know.
Any type. You are not using means that can be any or not. That can
Yeah.
be any or not. Now, what is the A type?
A type is
Function.
function.
Function type.
What is my B type?
B also function.
B also function.
Only. See, here these parentheses we have means function. That function you are passing some value na, not passing the value na, that is your wish. But these parentheses we have means that is like calling a function or not. It's a function. Yes or no? It's a
Yes.
function. Okay. Returns what? At this moment, did you return anything?
No.
No, right? Now tell me, return what?
Return another
Returns an
function.
anonymous function.
Returns one more function. That's an anonymous function. That's all. Console.log of. Okay. Cool. Okay, now my question is, while calling fn, output should be okay. Dhoni, Sachin, and Kohli. Like this, output should be in the console. In the console, Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli. That's my requirement. Okay. While calling a function, okay, that means if I call my fn, output should be this one. So, can you write the code to call that fn? That is the question. Can you write the code to call that fn? Anyone? Anyone? Come on. First thing is like, he said like calling a function. Yes, I call it. Tell me exact error message. Exact error message. At least one person. Exact error message. If I run this statement, what is the error message? Very simple, na? What is my a value?
A,
Undefined.
B is what?
undefined.
B is also
My
undefined.
function calling means, okay, by default JavaScript executed the statement is like a synchronous way, one by one, statement by statement. First statement is this one. You are doing what? A calling. A calling means A expected what? Function. Received what?
Nothing.
Undefined.
Defined.
Undefined. Is undefined is a function?
No.
No. So my exception thrown at line number 1 only, remaining statements not execute, simply gives the error like what? A is not a function or not. But I don't want that kind of errors. I don't want that kind of errors. I want Dhoni, Sachin, okay, Kohli, like that. See, whatever we learned so far, you have to use all.
We have to define A.
Yeah, first thing is like think, don't think more, general way. Yeah, he said like calling a function. Okay, I am calling. They're expecting 2 parameters. Okay, 2 parameters. Based on the usage, I can understand like those 2 parameters types are what?
Functions.
Functions. First of all, I need 2 functions. I need 2 more functions to pass or not. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more functions means that functions can be named functions, can be
Anonymous.
Okay, first you can go with the named functions. 2 functions are required. So function, function, anything, f1. Okay, here A is a reference, can be
Yeah.
okay, f1. The next one is like what? Function, function f2. Like these 2 functions you can define. Done.
Yeah.
You define like a 2
Now we
functions.
can call
Those 2 functions you have to pass to whom?
Fn.
Okay, you have to pass to fn. So
F1 comma F2.
Done. First one, closer.
Yeah.
Okay. Now come here. Okay, so A is a function and B also function and returns me what?
Another function.
Another function. Any function call gives me what? Any function or method call gives me what?
Return.
Return value of that function, right?
Yeah.
What is the return value of the function?
Another function.
Another function. How we can hold the return value?
With a variable.
With one variable, simply with one variable or not.
Yeah.
Up to here, Dana. Okay. Yeah. Without any errors, your function call is going to execute. But come to the requirement now. Okay. So what is my A? A is what? Having which value?
F1 function.
F1 function. So A is F1. Okay. A replaced with F1. Think like that. So if you replace A with F1, no, you are calling what?
F1 function.
F1 function. Indirectly you are calling F1 function. Is nothing but what? This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this, do we have any body?
No.
No, right? So as per your requirement, can you
Dhoni.
Dhoni simply?
Yeah, console.log Dhoni.
Console.log of Dhoni. Yes. So whenever you executed this statement, A is nothing but F1. No? A calling means you are calling F1. No? So that my console.log of Dhoni is executed or not. So first point is done. Okay, na?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
The next come to the B. B is what?
F2.
F2. B replaced with F2, for example, simply for our understanding purpose. You are calling what?
F2.
F2 with how many parameters?
1 parameter.
1 parameter. You are calling F2 with 1 parameter means can I hold that parameter with 1 variable?
Yeah.
Yes or no? So what is my name?
Sachin.
Sachin. Once you have a Sachin, can you
console.log
of name?
Name. Yeah.
So the next one is like what? Sachin also done or not?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay, done. Now after that, which statement is there?
Return statement.
Return statement. Okay, so my function call, okay, gives me this value or not, so that my function call gives me the return
X.
value, so that I hold that return value with one variable x. My x is what? Return value of
Function.
my fn. Okay,
Hmm.
that is nothing but this anonymous function or not. In your
Yeah.
one named function or anonymous function, it's not a matter. If you have a function, can you call it?
Yeah.
Whenever you call the return function, what it has?
Console.log Kohli.
Console.log of Kohli, so that my Kohli is going to print it or not.
Yeah.
Then or not. Now come here. Okay. Fix it. Errors. Function fn ab. What's wrong with this? Function. Type error, right? So
Yeah.
can I write like function? Done. Huh? Yes. Okay. Let's do this. Control C. Can I call it? Now, if you come here, Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli, executed or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the same requirement can you do with the anonymous functions? The same requirement can you do with the anonymous
And
function?
that's function.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go. This is your function. Start.
Fn
Fn.
within that anonymous function.
Yeah. Here itself, you can write anonymous function or not. So, can I write one anonymous function? Yes.
Yes.
Done. Can I write one more anonymous function? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. First, what is my A?
Console.log of.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this anonymous function. You are calling me A means this anonymous function called. So that here console.log of what?
Dhoni.
Or not. The next one is what? This anonymous function is nothing but B. You are calling B with what?
Variable.
One parameter. So that parameter can I print console.log of this.
Name.
Now the fn total call returns me what?
A function.
One more function. If it is returns one more function, can you
Call.
call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Simple, right? You can call either like that, either you can call like this also or not. Okay. Here overall, how many functions involved in this operation? F1, F2, and Fn. Which are like callbacks, which are like higher order?
A, B,
Callback, which are like higher order?
F1, F2.
Yeah, F1, F2, what?
Callbacks.
Callback functions. My Fn is what? It's a
Higher order
higher order
function.
or not. The function we given to some other person, that person call back with another reference or not? That kind of functions, what we can say? Callback function or not. The function which take function as an argument, or one more point you have to add. When you can say higher order, the function which take function as a argument, or if it return a function, take function as an argument, or if it return a function as a return value, then that time also we can say that particular function is like what? Higher order only.
Okay.
Okay, that point
Yeah.
also you can add. Okay, up to here, any questions, anyone? Oh, now today's date is like 1, right? Okay, let's go to the Kalam schools. Okay, go to write program. Login. Okay, if you're not login, just register. Go to the email, just you can put the email, you can get the password to your email ID. Okay, if you not get it, just check in the spam. Okay, still you are not get it, just let me know, I can reset. Okay, once you log in. Okay, here multiple questions you can find here in JavaScript technology, Python technology, and Java technology also. Okay, let's go with the JavaScript. Okay, can you write this? Create a variable in JavaScript 3 ways. Okay, how you know? Create 3 ways, right? Write a function f1 without arguments and call it. Write a function f2 with arguments, call it. Function f3, return value and call it. write a function F4 which take one function as an argument, call back and call it. Can you do all these things here?
Yeah.
Okay, just do complete it and check and you can run it. You can run it. Everything is okay, working as expected. Just do comment so that your comment outside people, remaining people can see here. If you write that one here only, remaining people comments you can see here. Okay, na? That is one thing you can do. The next one, go to one more website, write test. Okay, the same credentials you can use it for write test also. Same credentials you can use it. Okay, now one more program, JavaScript only. Write a code snippet for below fn function to get the output is like 30. To get the output is like 30. Okay, just you can, if you not also no problem at all. If you not also just no problem at all. Okay, just try to write it. Okay, now you can go to the right program and here you can write and comment it. And one more thing, write a test. The course is like 1 month, just 1 month you have to complete all these things. Okay, now see, go to the JavaScript. Okay, go to submit. This JavaScript test you can write it. Okay, it's like 600 seconds. Just try to write that JavaScript test. We not completed all the topics. At this moment, you may not know, okay, may know. Okay, I don't know that. Okay, now, which you know, just you can complete those things. Got my point?
Yeah.
Okay, that is one thing. The next one is like, go to the your post. One more website. Go to the your post. The same credentials you can use again. Same. These 3 applications, same credentials only. Same credentials you can use it. Write one more JavaScript program. My obj1 is like n110, n220. My obj2 equals to n110, n220. obj1 equals to obj2 answer is like false. But we need the function to get the output is like true, like below. Okay, so you have to fill this gap. See, Kalam schools low level, write test medium. Okay, it's your post is like a high level. Think like that. Okay. Once it is done, okay, if you're not able to write, note it down. Don't worry about that one. We are going to give you the videos. You can see that video. You can and go to the practice section. Go to the practice section. In the JavaScript, one variable is there. Variable is there. Now see here in the script section, where sum equals to n1 plus n2 document.query selector inner text equals to sum. Okay, they written something like this. Here, if you observe, result should be 30. Text box 1, in the text box 1, in this particular box 1, you have to create n1 and n2 variables or not. Okay, you know, right, how to create the n1 and n2 variables. If you not create, now what output you can get it? n1 is not defined, n2 is not defined. See, inspect it. Okay, inspect it. In the right side, if you observe, n1 is not defined or not. Yes or no? So what you have to do? You can close it. Here, which variable you have to define? n1 equals to 10. Next, n2 equals to 20. Whenever you define this one, okay, here you can put like semicolons, okay? Semicolon not mandatory, in this editor is like mandatory. Okay, now see, you can get the output is like that. Understood? Just read it. Fill the gaps. Understood? Hello, okay? Like that functions. Like that functions. Now see here. We call a function, but the function not defined. You have to define that function. Okay, create a function. My output should be what? fn called. Fn called should be the output in the console. So better to open the console and do something. If any error you can get it, you can see that error in the console and you can fix it by reading that error. Okay, the next one is like function return. Function arguments and return. Okay, what is callback? What is the higher order? Okay, the basic things you should know. If you know the basic things, those only we are going to use in the next level. If you don't know the basics, then that are very difficult. Understood? Any questions, anyone?
Mr. Srinivas, one question in my Chrome browser, I am unable to get the console.log out.
Which one?
Chrome browser.
The Chrome browser. Okay. What happened?
Console.log doesn't work.
it is going to work. Okay, the thing is, okay, here the messages are there. Na? Here these options we have to select three messages, three user messages, no errors. So something, okay, it's selected like other than three user messages, okay, three messages.
Yeah, guide me slowly, please. You went to the settings, right?
Second?
Guide me slowly. You went to the settings or the three dots?
No, this one. Okay, you can go to, let me show you again. Right click on it, inspect, okay?
Okay.
Okay, once it comes here, okay,
Mhm.
now you can dock to the bottom.
Okay.
View purpose. Okay, now go to the console. Here,
Mhm.
see the second line. We have show
Okay.
console slider is there, right? Sidebar.
Yes.
Click on it. In that, the no errors or something, okay, something is like selected, then the time it's not showing the message. You can select this one, three messages, user messages, any one of this one you can
Okay.
select. Then you can see
Okay.
the messages, okay?
Yeah.
You can try.
See the message. Yeah. No luck though. Okay.
Working?
No.
It's not working.
No. You want me to share the screen?
Yeah, you can share the screen. You can try. Yeah, you are the host now.
Thank you. You able to see my screen?
That. How many people are able to see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
1 second. Need to stop sharing. Yeah, I'm able to. Yeah. Can you print console.log of can't you print it, right? Okay,
Mhm.
now in 21 messages are there, right? The others click it.
Mhm.
Okay, like that. Can you click the next one? The user message. Can you come to the user message? Yeah, open that one. Can you click on that? Console script. This one also not. Okay, info verbose. Can you clear the console once, please? Can you clear the console? Yeah, just print now. Console.log of. Yeah, refresh and print it. Just click on the other message on other messages. 18 messages are there. No? Okay, somewhere it is. This shows hidden 13. There is a hidden messages are there. How many? Just go to the console. The same console only, both are there.
Four user messages, right? You can
Say
click on that.
user messages. Yeah. The third one is there. No? Content script bundle and other one. Just click on that. Double click. But are you able to do the double click or not?
Nothing. No output.
You're not able to do.
I changed here to, I think, to verbose or something, the levels.
Which one? Where is changing that? Where he changed?
In the all levels, I changed to verbose. Verbose and three other things are shown, like info, warning, and error.
1 second. Of course, that's okay. But in the user messages, it's supposed to be shown. Here, can you? Yeah, it is like.
Here I see that.
Yeah, it's printed right. In others, it's can you
Yeah,
clear the
other
console?
info other.
Yeah, can you clear the console? Yeah, can you do it again? Now it's
Yeah, fine. Now I got it. Thank you.
clear for that. Anyone have any other questions? Anyone have any other questions? No? Okay, then you can prepare. Remaining things we'll see in the next session. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining.
Thanks much. Have a good one.
Yeah, you're able to access the videos, right, everyone?
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
Able to access, right? Okay.
Meeting. Can I end the meeting? I think I'm the host.